Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, Venmo Me Money for gas. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint.
Welcome to the podcast today. This is going to be a bit of a rant. So if you're not ready to hear some brutal truths, skip to the next one. Because I ain't playing around. Listen, I'm on a road trip to go speak at an event in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's wild to me, okay? Just listen. Got to say this before I start, okay? I'm going to spit some truth today. If you can't handle it, don't listen. If you're looking for warm fuzzy, do not listen. If you're looking for something that's like going to motivate you, don't listen. I'm going to hit you in the mouth with this one. Here goes. I'm driving right now to Las Vegas, right? And I've seen 3 cars. On the back of these cars, they've written on their rear window, like with some kind of marker or whatever. I'm on a cross-country trip. Venmo me money for gas. And then they put their handle. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That's weird. But okay, whatever. And I see another one. Recently divorced. Taking a divorce trip. Venmo me money for gas and support, something like that. They put their handle. Then the third one, Venmo me money. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, this is the world that we live in now. And I get it, right? This is the minority. But this is not the first time I've seen this. Like, what world have we come to? And what world do kids grow up, or even adults, where they're like, hey, give me some money because I haven't done anything and I'm just going to ask. Now, listen, if you're asking for money because you're going to go invest in yourself, or you're going to go invest in a business and you're going to go create something amazing and bring value to the community, I have no problem supporting you. But if you're just going to say, Venmo me because I just got divorced, Venmo me money for gas, how about you get the freak out of here and go work? You entitled people. That's the problem with our country today. People are so damn entitled. I see this in like the younger generation. Hey, like, I'm going to spend all my day watching TikTok, watching Instagram, and I'm going to basically watch TikTok and be a slave to my computer screen, to my phone. And then I'm just going to go like ask people to send me money. Are you kidding me? This is why our country is like going down the drain, down the tubes. Because too many people are entitled. Being entitled is one of the worst things. One of the worst things you could have in your life, where you expect something for nothing. You think the world owes you something? Do you really think you're the center of the universe? Because you have a Venmo, you should ask people to send you money for gas? I can tell you right now, you're going to lose in life. You're going to be a slave to the government. You're going to be a slave to people who are just flat out better, who have vision, because you're unwilling to go work. You will not catch me saying, Venmo me money for gas. Now, hell no. I'm going to go work. I'm going to outwork you. I'm going to outwork your family. Well, you probably don't have a family. I'm going to outwork your spouse. That's right. You probably don't have a spouse. It's a damn shame, the people today. They don't want to get great. They don't want to become great. They want to be weak. They want to be soft. They want something for nothing. They feel like the world owes them a favor because they came out of their mother's womb, like they should just get something. And here's the problem with the government today. And I get it, right? Our whole country is being like lied to. And this indoctrination towards Marxism, socialism, communism is happening in front of our eyes. The last 2 years, they locked you down. They masked your faces up. They shut your businesses down. While they kept their armed security guards, they continued to take a paycheck. They continued to go to parties without masks. Rules for thee, but not for me. Like, this is the world we are in because you tolerate mediocrity. Now, I'm not going to go run for office. That's not my thing. But I am going to speak up, and I'm going to tell you this. Stop being a lazy, entitled victim. You will not help this country out by being a slave, by being physically weak, by being mentally manipulated. You will not help the country by doing that. You will help the country by being great, by working hard, working smart, being consistent in the things that make you great. You hear the language I'm using? Greatness, excellence, the top 1%, ambitious. The world gives you nothing when you're entitled, because for a while it's going to lull you into this carnal security, and all of a sudden, about a decade later, you find yourselves at the dumps of hell asking yourself, how did I get here? It's because you refused to be great. You refused to take responsibility. You refused to listen to leaders. The right leaders, not the leaders who were trying to tell you, hey, let me send you some free money. Hey, you don't need to work. Why is it that it's so hard to get people to work today? You know why? Because they've been incentivized to stay home. And it's coming, like it is coming. I lived through the '08 crash. I got buried in the 2008 crash. I lost it all. Lost my cars, lost my homes, lost my business, sold the Super Bowl ring, filed a bankruptcy. I mean, it was brutal. And you know how I got out of that mess? I worked my butt off. I grinded knocking door to door sales half of the year in hot, sweaty Georgia, hot, sweaty South Carolina, hot, humid Texas, hot, humid Iowa, Bakersfield, New Mexico, trips, putting miles on my car. I worked because I knew I'm going to pay a price. And while other people are lazy, which is like a lot of people today, people are paying $20 an hour right now to work in the restaurant. And they said they still can't find people to work. It's a sad day when people don't want to work because the government's giving handouts. But it's just a matter of time when that government gives you handouts and those government leaders lull you into carnal security and lull you into chains, and all of a sudden you're a slave to the government and they control you. You better speak up, people. You better stop being a victim. You better take responsibility for your life and own your life. And the greatest way that you can help out, you ready for this? Be great. Strive for greatness. I posted something the other day, and someone commented, there's nothing wrong with being mediocre. I mean, you only live once. Just be happy, and it's okay to be mediocre. I was like, I don't know who you are. I didn't even respond because I ain't going to waste my time. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you stand for. Well, I do, and it's not about being great. If you want to be mediocre, do nothing. Take your free handouts. Live off of the government. Listen to mainstream media. If you want to be great, I'm going to tell you right now, it's hard, but it sure is worth it. Our country needs leaders. And the greatest way you can be a leader, and I'm in the world where people are like, oh, you're like an influencer. I hate that word, but I use it because it's a word that people get. But to me, I'm like, influencer? Really? There's evil influencers out there. I'm not an influencer. I'm a businessman. I'm a creator. I'm a beacon of light. That's what I do. That's who I am. I'm a 5-star world-class daddy who shows up for my sons. I'm a 5-star world-class husband who shows up for my goddess. Striving to make my body strong, my spirit in tune and aligned. Striving to have relationships that people can count on me, especially my goddess and my 3 boys and my team and their families and our clients. And I'm striving to be the best businessman, speaker, and coach. Like, I'm building something. Problem is today is people are like, oh, I'm going to be a YouTube influencer. I'm going to be an influencer on TikTok. I'm going to make silly videos and people are going to watch me. Like, what if you just go build a business? You know, where you have employees, a team, and you bring value to a community. What if you did that? Now, I know some influencers out there, oh, I have a real business. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to a lot of this rising generation that it's going to be so easy. Listen to me, people. Stop being mediocre. Stop being a victim and get rid of the entitlement. Nobody owes you anything. I don't owe you anything. You don't, nobody owes you nothing. The greatest thing you can do is take responsibility for your life and stop being a victim. This whole Venmo me money for gas. Man, I'm just like, are you kidding me? Now, I had to take the words of Jesus, right? I'm going to pray for these people. I didn't want to pray for them. I'm like, dude, what in the world have we come to as a society when people drive around, hey, Venmo me money for gas. I'm on a cross-country trip. How about you go save your money, work for money, invest your money, and pay for your own damn gasoline. Are you kidding me? So here's what I got to share with you. It's not too late to start. It's not too late, but soon it will be. And if you're waiting for someday to be great, someday is today or it is never. Someday is right now or it is never. Someday is now or it's never going to happen, because someday is code for never. And you got an opportunity right in front of you. With the way that this economy and the way that the world is going and the correction that's coming, I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a prophet who's going to prophesy things, but it's just easy. You just look at the past, look at history, and it always finds a way to repeat itself. The strong get stronger, the weak get weaker. And if you're not going to get stronger, by default, you're getting weaker. And that line of demarcation, it is being drawn. And listen, you've got to get stronger. You've got to strive to be great. I love Kobe Bryant. Man, I love Kobe Bryant. MJ, Michael Jordan. I love Tom Brady. I love these guys that just insane work ethic. Like fierce and ruthless. Why? Because even when they were at the top, they never stopped. And I love Kobe's quote where he's like, you're lazy? I have nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with you. Like, get out of here. I don't want to be by you. And again, I'm paraphrasing. That's how I feel. Like, I have this disdain for people who stay a victim. They blame their parents. They blame the color of their skin. They blame the neighborhood that they grew up. I have this like, come on, man. Get away from me. Like, I only want to be around greatness. And not everyone's born great. Like, you're not born great. You choose to be great, and you become great by the work that you do. So this whole attitude of Venmo me money for gas, dude, get the freak out of here. I want nothing to do with that. Instead of asking for money for gas, how about you ask for mentorship? Like, be a responsible adult. Stop being a child. I love the Apostle Paul. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I did childish things. That right there on the backs of cars, Venmo me money. I just got a divorce. Venmo me money. I'm taking a cross-country trip. Venmo me gas money. I'm like, dude, get the freak out of here. That is a childish thing. Our ancestors, my gosh, they'd be so embarrassed by the people today. I guarantee they're like looking down wherever they're at in heaven in the graves like, what in the world did we produce? Don't be that person. Strive for greatness. Stop being lazy. Strive for greatness. Get knocked down. Get back up. Learn how to get hit and just keep getting back up. Learn, become, adjust, adapt. Do the freaking work. That's it, man. I'm out.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Living prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. We all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.